keep trying for one day. Whoa, I'm sick of all these lies. Don't care if I capsize. There's nothing left for me to hide. Don't wanna live a lie. Too many lows, too many highs. Too many things to criticize. So I leave it all behind. Don't wanna live a lie. Sick of all these lies. Don't care if I capsize. Oh no.
All right, guys, what's up? How's it going? Let me just get things started, guys. Today there won't be any camera activated, guys. Sorry about that. We'll be back with the camera thing starting freshly new year, I guess. There's some issues with my camera and the setup, basically. So, but the stream is gonna go on. So, yeah, you're gonna have to bear with me for that. Okay, let's look into this. Very nice and early, of course. We have to be, right? How come I'm not receiving chats on the other side? Interesting. Anyways, is the stream health okay, guys? The quality and the audio? Can you confirm, please? Are we looking good with the stream? Okay, great. Thanks, Oasis. What's up, Oasis? What's up, Snicker? How's it going? Let's look and create our watch list and talk about it, because we are quite a bit early. But before I do that, I want to make sure I cover the gappers at this point. Awesome stuff, James. Good to hear. So we got Kako, CSEO. Don't know what you call, how you call it, but Kako. Recent IPO, I believe. IPO was on Thursday. No, sorry, Monday probably. And we've got the gapping. Whew, what a move down, huh? This thing is not worth it. You're not worth my time, bro. Kako, you gotta go. ADCT. ADCT has been popping from 3s all the way to 5s and then basically faded off. Now it's bouncing. Now with this kind of fade off, to be honest, I don't have good vibe about this. If it does take that 460, then I could consider this for buy option, but at this point it's only short, to be honest, only shorts, and also it's already faded off from 5s. So even if I was gonna short it, it'll probably be higher on the rejection of this level here. So not too crazy about it. The volume is kind of okay. What's the volume we have on this? About what? Volume isn't bad actually. The volume is quite good. So we'll just put it in case if it starts to move later on during the day. ADCT. Okay. Nothing crazy to be honest. CEI. CEI, guys. This thing, I don't know whether you remember this. I believe this is the stock, right? Which I traded, and I think some of us have traded around this level here. I believe, yeah, it was this level. So basically, I recently also posted this out on, I believe. I remember this talk from the days of Zach Morris pumps. So basically, this right here, if you remember this, you were in the stream right over like as it started breaking one. I started to look into it, especially when it started breaking the 190s twos. And I could sort of every day this thing was getting pumped, not just by Zach Morris, but the group basically, the whole thing. And I was looking at this every single day after the third or fourth day. I think around this day here, I started watching this really closely because these are one of the great opportunities that you don't want to miss. Because when after the pump, there's a dump, right? When that comes, it comes really fast. So you gotta be in it to win it, right? So I was looking at this. I kept this most on my watch list for about 2 weeks, I think. And it just started to I traded on this red day, this day as well, I think, this day. Every single day I was trading, trying to catch that move basically. Now this day I was like, okay, this is holding up a little bit, it might not be the day. So I wasn't really sort of 100% thinking this day will be the day it's just gonna do that. I was kind of expecting it's coming soon because the stock was heavily pumped. You can clearly see that on Twitter. Anyway, so I started looking at this. I would put it on the watch list, and I kept a close eye on this one. So long story short, this day brought us huge trade. I actually traded about under threes, I think, and then caught all throughout the whole move basically. So partial basically. I think I had like 6-7 partials on it, which is crazy. Anyways, so that brings me to the CEI. Why is it popping today? Well, is it because of the earnings split? So yeah, there you go. So it's a split, 50-1 split. So it's just, yeah, this will be a great opportunity for some shorting, maybe later on, but I probably won't touch it, and you shouldn't either because, yeah, it's pretty much done and dusted, right? Where is Zell anyways? Wake him up, someone. Anyway, so that's why it's probably the reverse split is the cause of this pop. So I'm not gonna touch that. The volume is gonna not be there. But if it stays that way for the next few days, there might be some opportunities there for sure. But might not be today, guys. So CEI, we'll leave that alone. And we have ATNF. Give me something good, guys. Oh shoot, that already looks bad. Oh man, NKE. Give me something good. Oh, okay, all right. Nike, right? Nike is earnings, right? This is earnings. So 65.85, so it's better than actually estimate, and awesome. Looks interesting. So Nike did a earnings report on yesterday post-market, and it just took off. And what is the daily looking like on this bad boy? Daily is a bit beaten down, which usually this one looks like more like a market anyways, which is quite unfortunately. That the problem with this is that, you know, the market isn't going to help this stock, although it's the earnings gap, We might have an earnings gap ghost set up on this one, Oasis, on Nike. So keep an eye on this one. I'm gonna keep this for sure. This will probably be only one that I will be watching for the gapper. So it looks interesting, guys. Good volume. It's Nike, obviously, and it's got earnings gap. So not too bad, actually. That's not too bad. It's the only interesting one I see. Okay, what else? Let me just remove the things that we don't need. ADCT we got. Go to from last few days ago. Go to. Is a funny word, man. Is definitely a funny word. Okay, we're gonna trade. Are we gonna trade go to? The volume has died down, but I do expect a bit of a pullback still coming into this one. So I'm gonna keep good too. Good too. Okay. If you ask me what it means, I'm not gonna tell you on the stream. Maybe on the Discord. It's just VKTX. VKTX. So basically gaps up, carries on. This is the catalyst to MDGL, right? Yeah, VKTX is the catalyst to MDGL, and it just went for the second day as well. I don't really I'm gonna keep this on the main watch because I'm gonna be shorting, looking for shorts on this one for the next few days now. MDGL as well as VKTX. If you can't trade the MDGL, then VKTX might be better. So I'm just gonna put those two because the catalyst isn't very strong on those, and it's still up. I wonder why. That's a reverse split as well. COSM did a reverse split 24 and comes back down. Wow. Oh yeah, this I remember this. COSM. There's a lot of emotions involved in this one as well. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh. Anyways, this is one of the setups as well, but that's purely especially on the runners and squeezers we see this usually. Let me just take a photo. Let me just take a snapshot of this, guys. So I might include this. Okay, here we go. Let's save this bad boy. Let's not go in too much personal with the files. Alright, chart studies. What is that? COSM. Okay. Awesome, done. Awesome stuff. All right, so COSM, I'm gonna keep it just in case it starts to bring in some more range and volume, because at this point when it comes to daily, it's just you can't really go to daily on this one. It's just the daily is not going to be very reliable, but intraday price action still is there. There's opportunities almost every single day on it since the split, right? So I'm definitely thinking there might be something there as well, but we can see the volume drifting down a little bit, but not as much as I would have expected, to be honest. This volume is still good, so just gonna keep an eye on that COSM. Okay. And on the top we've got TAL, volume is about 30%. Let's have a look at this. Volume picks up. This is strong. This is although as much as I would like to short this, but this is strong. Avoid shorting this. Go to, we kept, go to SMMT. we kept Doku. Doku is one of those guys. Doku is one of those that actually is possible swing opportunity. Doku is one of those. So I'm not gonna probably I might not be in the stream to take this, but it's still gonna be early. Today might be the day that it starts to bounce again from this dip. Basically this is the real move, and this is actually a correction move or dip or retracement or pullback, whatever you want to call it. On the break of 55, it's a great opportunity for second day continuation on this one. So this is one of those that could actually lead to bigger moves eventually, but we're talking like weeks and months maybe. So keep this on your list of long term to watch, okay? Long term. But I'm not going to keep it on the what is it? The main day trading watch list. I'm going to keep it on my swings. Okay. So let's put it on swing idea. Doku is already there, sorry. It's already there. Okay. That's perfect. VKTX, we did have a look. We're going to be thinking of shorting both MDGL and VKTX. This is also RNA, looks quite interesting. And look at this, guys. Just pay attention to this, please. Pay attention to this. Okay. And there was another one. I think I freaking removed it. Which one was it? It had the same sort of flag pattern on daily, very sharp flag pattern or pennant pattern, whatever you want to call it. But I was telling the stream that on Monday, I think I mentioned that this, guys, looks beautiful on a daily. If it does break that, then look out for that. And it did move quite a bit actually that day. I forgot which one was it. Which one was it? Oh, CIEN, beautiful. Guys, CIEN, Doku, those two, please keep in your list. Just watch for those levels. In this case, 50 level. If it starts trading over 50, it could take few days, guys. Now, if it does take 47 50s, let's just explain a little bit in detail here, because we do have time. All right, guys, this is our no-go zone. If it breaks this, now if for that day wicks and comes back in, that's fine. It's not a break. But if it closes under, all the bets are off for swings, okay? But if for some reason in the next few days, and these things will take maybe next week or so, right? If it does break this, guys, and stays above it, then there's a chance for a nice little swing on this one as well. Just putting it out there. Just putting it out there. Anyway, so that's CIN. And Momo looks quite interesting as well, guys. It's bouncing off of that 8. We know that the catalyst behind this is earnings. And it's done a huge multi-month breakout, if not a year break at least, right? And it's still staying above that. So I think this is also one of those. So what have we got? DOCU, MOMO, and CIEN for possible swing ideas. Those three, and I'm keeping that on my swing ideas as well. If I do see anything else, I might share it, might not, but that's what I see at the moment. Anyways, what else? RNA, we kept an eye on that. Again, this is what I was mentioning. If the daily starts to break this, the only thing I don't like about this is, you see the volume on this first day. The volume is there, but the range is also there. But where is it closing? It's closing under the 50% of the move, which is kind of like so much pressure from the top. So we're getting pushed from the top to the down. We're just getting squeezed into a small range. Now, if it pops from here, that's when it's going to be big. But the volume is just completely died down, guys. Even for this day, which I was expecting this to be very big volume, it's not there. So if the volume picks up on it and it starts to break the previous high, in this case we are looking at 1960, 1960 and then 20s, it's gonna go. It has that look that it can go. Okay. XAS volume is the only issue on this one, but look at this level that I mentioned quite a few days ago, right there, at 50, comes back down, bounces off of it, and off it goes. Because with these kind of, I think this had some catalyst for this gap, came down to the level, and then started bouncing off of it. I'm not too crazy about the volume, so I might remove this, guys, but it looks good. Okay, let's have a look at our other TAL is there. TAL, I've got TAL, right? I don't have TAL. Okay, VKTX, I have VRNA, I have. So let's have a quick look at TAL again. Maybe I'm missing something here. Yeah, there is huge move there. I'm only looking for longs. I feel like I'm looking for longs on this one. There might be shorting opportunity, but look at this though. I mean, we've got 10 level, 960. This is the only one I see. And after that, there's a huge void, right? So I'm looking at what is the... Hold on a second, guys. Let me just take my time on this one, because I might have removed it for no reason. And also the initial move started to happen actually from earnings. So this could be the real move. Why is it holding up so much, and why is it holding up with this? Yeah, so I'm gonna probably keep this for the longer term chart, just in case if it starts to... I'm not gonna take anything here for sure, right? The reason I'm keeping it on the side is I want to see what it does around this area here, or even if it does move 950, 10, I want to pull back. I want to pull back, see if it actually holds that pullback. It could happen in the next month, next 2 weeks, right? So not too bad. That's why I'm going to keep it on the longer one. Okay, so VRNA. 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 Beautiful. Beautiful daily breakout. Really, really horrible daily price action. Unless you're talking about this last 2 hours, basically last 2-3 hours of the market close was beautiful, 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 and then really nice shorting opportunity as well. Really nice long opportunity as well as shorting opportunity on this one. So is it gonna give us anything today? What's the volume like? It might actually, it might. So we're gonna keep VRNA. Okay. Okay. COSM, we have that. XPEV, no. Rig. What is RIG? RIG is energy, oil and gas drilling. Okay, rig. Rig. Very thinly star. No good. Not good. Can't do that. So let's have a look at our other list. TL, VKTX, and VRNA is the one that's popping up on all the momentum scanners for the daily. And we got nothing on the down. What have we got on the short squeeze? Nothing. We've got nothing on this scanner as well. Okay, we're done with the scanners. Lays. Okay, Lays is just popping recently. Lays for the gap. Okay, Lays is popped. Why? Later on, received order from the largest glass manufacturer in North America. Laser receives order from. Okay. So there is news on this gap for LASE, laser. So we'll keep that as well. This might be something that could start to pop, and it's unfortunately it's actually fading off, which is not a good sign. You want this to be over 2 and stay over 2. So it's still early. It might pop back up, especially with something like if they've got a good deal from 150 to 180. It's not much of them. These things can move. Unfortunately, with this one, heavily shorted stock, so it will have a really hard time going, because if these shorts are big money, then they're probably not gonna let it bounce. So yeah, it's already happening. So I'll keep it, but I just don't see anything popping on this unless we see. Let me just put an alarm alert. Actually, keep saying alarm all the time. Okay, right, let me just post this, guys. If anything else pops up, let me know, please, and I can have a look at ATNF. We did have a look at Nike. We are not watching, and we are watching Kako. No, Kako is done. That's pretty much it. ADCD we did keep. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Here we go, guys. The watch list is being posted on the Discord, as you know. Here we go. That's on the Discord done. That's the watch list and live. Okay, let me just send out the links for peeps. Although I don't have any followers, but why not, right? And we got... Is our thingy working fine? Chat seems to be working fine. Yeah, Zell is on vacation, I believe. I believe so. Yeah. So he's not gonna be here. I'm gonna be going soon, so best of luck. It's gonna be, hopefully today is gonna be the last day or second last day for the year. Gonna miss it though. To be honest, I somehow am a bit kind of like, oh shit, not again, you know. You give me a job where you actually dread a holiday. You give me anything, in fact. Anyways, so... Yeah, tell me about it, man. Tell me about it. I mean, I love the weekends, yes, because it's the family time, things like that. But the holidays, it's just too long, you know, too long to be away from the markets. Am I addicted? For sure, yes. All right, let's talk about the watch list that we have, guys, and then we will look into some opportunities. Right, so SPY, SPY. Where's our SPY? Let's go, baby. So the market, let's have a look at the daily. Yeah, go on. Hit it. Hit me. Yes, those ones, Oasis, I kept it from last week. If you remember, ADCD was from the leg scanner as well. So what I do is basically, sometimes I take swing trades, yeah, and if I see some daily chart, uh, if the daily chart is meeting certain criteria, which I will, if you want, I can go through for the swing ideas, but for later on, I don't want to confuse your trading style. But if you ever needed some help with that kind of mentality or approach to trading, I can definitely help you with that for sure. But what I did was, and what I normally do is, I will, every day I'm looking at huge list of charts, right? And if I see something, oh, okay, well, this might be good for the next 2 weeks, or there might be something happening in this one for the next week, 2 days, 3 days. So I'll keep it on the side. Sometimes even not even on TOS, I just write them down on basically swing ideas. And then every day I will just, when the market closes, I'll have a look at them in the evening and I'll say, okay, well, it's still valid. I'll keep them. You know what I mean? So once they are ready, and I start putting some alerts as well on them, and if it hits that criteria, then those are the ones that really do move, and they can move quite a bit actually. And you've seen it in the past anyways with me, that when I talk about swing ideas, it's pretty much nice swing ideas. Like for example, which ones did we miss recently? In fact, we missed Momo, right? We missed Momo from here. And if you go to this day's stream right here, that's the setup. That's the strategy I posted recently, the earnings gaggle, right? And we missed it. So yeah, daily is quite important. Yeah, we can talk about those things. Took a nap. What, at this time? Dude, you need to wake up. We need you to be awake. What are you talking about? Okay. All right, SPY. Does that answer your question? No, it's not from the scanners. It's basically from my scanners that I've been looking and keeping certain things that I like. And SPY is bouncing, which is quite normal. Guys, for the SPY to bounce from this move down is pretty normal, because we've had the move down from 410s all the way to 378s, right? 378, huge move from this to here. Now we should be seeing some sort of a move to the upside, a bit of a bounce. That certainly doesn't mean this is going to bounce like that. It could for sure, and it's done that in the past. But usually when it does a reversal, it's mostly at the bottom, at the lows, which this is not the low. So we might be within this 410 and 350 range for a while, at least for the new year and maybe even January. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, as I mentioned, guys, be careful if you're going to be trading this week. And I do recommend, if you can, avoid trading these last 2 weeks of the holidays. In fact, the first 2 weeks of the January as well. But I just can't. Yeah. I'm just gonna sit here and maybe chill, and if I see something decent, maybe I'll look into it. The only thing I'm looking at is pretty much the gapper that's coming up with this thing here. And usually I'll be all over this, but the problem with this is you have to remember the overall market is down, and this is gapping up. So we could struggle with this achieving what we wanted to achieve, which is basically to carry on showing us some strength and then ending up green. These are the ones that I usually trade for longer term swing trades. But hey. Avoided. Yeah, avoided, man. Like these days, it's just markets are choppy, first of all, and the volume dies down. And also, it's not very, you just, your edge disappears basically in these kind of low volume, very range bound price action. If you look at SPY, right? Although SPY has been completely different though. Like if you look at SPY yesterday, right? We had a range of 370, 7780s to 382s. 377.80. Let's say 378s to 382s. What is that? $4? $4 move. The whole range, and it just played around. Like it's just like did jack, right? The only time it actually moved is in the after the open, after the half an hour, it started to move. But even then, it just was about $3 move. So if you're a directional trader, just trying to stay away from it, I would say. And look at the volume as well. It's already showing this day, even though it was a longer, bigger range day, it was small, right? Can you see? And then small. And we'll see what happens today. But the reason why I'm coming this week as well, there is a chance this week you can do something. But after this week, it's just, nah, not. I've never traded, I think, regularly after 22nd, 21st, after today, I guess. And this is the only time I think I'm stretching a bit towards that 22nd. It's the only time. Okay, so that's if there's any questions I'll take, but otherwise I'm just gonna quickly go through what I have. I'm just gonna be a bit quiet so that I can see what I'm looking at and start to okay. Okay. Okay, and then we have ADCT. Sorry, we have NKE. And then we have LASE. We have ADCT. Okay. Interesting. What is that? Delete that. Studies, edit studies, okay. Great. Save the style. So we're gonna put okay. Okay, so it seems like SPY wants to bounce today, nice and strong as it stands, which might not be a bad thing since we've been having a lot of weakness. So if it does bounce, it might be a big one relative to what we've been seeing. At least it's going to be, I'm thinking it's going to be much bigger than this, which is $4 range. So if it does bounce, as trading right now at about 384s, so it's actually gone into this. Why do I have that level there? I might have created it from the pre-market. That's fine. Yeah, there was no level there, unfortunately. 385, however, is a level. Yes. Okay. So that's SPY, COSM, COSM. Go to looks interesting. So we've got Nike, and we also have Relays and TCT. None of them are moving. Okay. We have select. CTNF, nope. CT is there. Yeah. Look at this. This time. Oasis, if you're there later on, we're good with the webinar, right? Can you confirm that, please? All right, awesome, awesome. Yeah, it's straight after the webinar. Sorry, after the stream. Straight after. So just stay tuned. If anything changes, let me know, please. Okay, that's that. Awesome, awesome. It's good to hear. All right, that's already all set up. Yeah, good, good, good. So we can take our time then. Nice, I like that. What if the missus is at home? You can't do it. Like, is she gonna barge in and say, "What the hell? Didn't I tell you?" MDGL. Ha! You mean she gets sick, right? No wonder she's been coughing all throughout the last year since I've been streaming. Yeah, gotcha. I know. Wives, huh? Not easy to focus when they're around. So on the gappers, I only have ADCT and NKE, which is the best of them all, and then I have the LASE. Not too sure about the other two, but Nike is the one I'm watching. The only reason I kept LASE is if it starts to pop towards 2, then I'm interested with some volume though. But ADCT, I wish it was doing this a bit later on. Unfortunately, it's already doing this, so just can't do much. Again, with this one, 4.5 breaks, then maybe this has the chance to do a runner. Other than that, I don't see anything else. Drop gets EU authorization. Oh, ADC. So this gets a EU authorization. That should be big, right, for the company. It should be big. So I'm thinking this is not all day drifter, guys. This is gonna come back. So this might not be as bad as we think it is. Like ADCT, if they've got the authorization for the EU, it doesn't matter. EU is huge. Yeah, it is lymphoma drug. So that is huge for them. I mean, it's not massive, but it's still good. Better than your phase 1 to phase 2 trials. Right, so I'm just gonna keep an eye on this one as well, ADCT, guys. If it starts to pop over 4, just keep an eye on that. ADCT. Let's be serious on this one as well. Cool. The only 4 is gonna have a lot of orders here, right? Look at this. I mean, it comes down to the tick, bounces off of it. Comes up, breaks it, comes up, rejects, comes up, rejects, comes up, rejects. So this level you can call a stronger level today as it stands. 4 level is going to be a crucial level to keep an eye on. Right, even on daily we have some 4 levels here. Yeah, we do have respect on the 4. Yeah, so definitely looks good for that 4 level. So that could be our deciding factor where it actually starts trading above. Then we could be a bit long biased on it. And if it stays the way it is doing, I'm going to be careful shorting it. That's what I would say. I will only look for longs only if it starts to trade over 4. And even then it's still early. I would say I would wait for, maybe I might start early, but then the main trade will be over the VWAP. Obviously it needs to retake the VWAP and claim, and I would like it to take it in a way that it's doing right now, and nice and slow and curl back up. I wouldn't like it to be popping like this. No, I would like it to be nice and slow, takes up the VWAP and stays over, then that's good. That's how I like it. Nice and slow. What's this stream turning into? Anyways, so SPY 383 is a good level to watch, if just in case. 383, this level here, it's getting stronger and stronger. Dude, just don't have the other one. So that's the level we're watching. I believe it might pop down towards that level. It might retrace or correct to that level, mean reverse, whatever you want to call it. Pull back to that level, and then if that level holds, we might see a dip buying opportunity there on the SPY. And if that's the case, then there might be some on other big names. Let's have a look at our big names. Who is relatively strong today? We've got Apple, that's kind of doing okay. Not relatively strong at all. It's kind of meh. It's actually weaker than SPY. So that's why I call it relative weakness. Tesla is pretty similar to SPY. If we talked about SPY getting to 380s, right? 383, sorry. In that sense, Tesla will go into 140.27, which is a great area of volume. Really decent volume. Even if you look at the volume profile, that's a big volume area. Anyways, so Tesla and Nvidia seems to be relatively strong, gapping up, similar to others, but it's just volume now. So look at AMD, it's going to be similar anyways. AMD is very similar, yep. We haven't looked at Meta for a while. Meta tricked right there, got thingied. Meta. So what was the okay. It's okay. COSM is popping somehow, and we've got this is curling as well. LASE, this also had decent catalyst, right? Yeah, this also had a good deal. So the gappers that we're watching, their catalyst isn't that bad actually for long opportunities. So I like what it's doing right now. LASE, I like what it's doing. That's why I put that 2 marker there. So if it does reach there, I could hopefully be alerted on that. Yeah, they all, like ADCT, LASE and NKE, they all have good catalyst for a gap. So we could see some, continuation of the gap. Alright guys, I'll be back in about 5 minutes, okay? Yes, sir. Let's go. Okay. I am back, baby. What did I miss? So SPY went down a little bit, but it's, yeah. Okay. Let's have a look at COSM, which is kind of moving, which is one of our watch list right here. It's actually coming up to the high of day. I mean high of pre-market. Let's try and attack that 860. Interesting. Really bringing in the volume as well. So this could be something that moves. This definitely could be something that moves. But we have to remember this one was a reverse split of 8. Okay, the reverse split post reverse split price was 8, around 8, right? So at this point, if it's 8, if it's trading around 8, then it's kind of like balanced, I would say. It's not oversold or overbought. But if it does start to stretch from that point onwards, that's going to be purely speculation and market manipulation. That's all. Which I can understand why it would do that, because a lot of people could be trapped still in it. The reason for that is this day. Okay. And yeah, this day, a lot of traders got trapped on it, and 24 is the high. So they're looking at this and they're like, okay, well, this thing went for 24s and it's now trading at 8s. Surely, right? Surely it's got to be worth 10, 15s, right? So that's what's going to bring volume to it. And plus, if people start to see if it's popping again, and if somebody's shorted here, this day, because they actually got, there it goes, right? This day they shorted, and they're like, okay, well, you know what, I'm just gonna leave this thing alone, and they just take out everything, right? Obviously they're you know, in order to close the short, you have to buy back the stock to give it back. So that could be a cause of it, but we'll just have to wait. It looks strong, it is popping. It's not a bad looking one. It's just, unfortunately, it's a mid pre-market right now. So that's one, is that popping. That's the only one I see popping. Right. What else? We've got NK is still kind of like under the VWAP. We have our LASE is also drifting down, as well as ADCT. The gappers are all drifting down. Okay. So, but our SPY, what is our SPY doing? SPY is kind of looks heavy right now. Kind of looking heavy. We might see a drift down now. This might be the real drift down towards the 383s. We'll see and find out. Okay. All right, let's go. While things are slow, I'm just going to do a few things here. Oh, FedEx. What's FedEx doing? How the hell my thingy's not picking this up? Is it because of the volume? FedEx. FedEx is also a gapper because of the earnings, guys. So we need to keep that on our list. FedEx. Let's have a look at the daily on the FedEx. Yeah, it's a bit beaten down. Pretty similar to what SPY is doing. 4 or 5 days of red. And it's now gapping up to 173, which is around here. We might see a good move up on this one as well. That's actually a good earnings and dividend as well. So yeah, these are FTX is definitely worth watch. MU. Okay. So we look at the charts now. FTX definitely worth a watch. And let's have a look at this now. Folio. No good. No good. No good. No good. No good. Alright, so Nike, we do have Nike. Look, Nike is popping, guys. Look. Nike is popping over. This might be the start of the move, guys. So, 115 break was a bit too early, but this break could be the start of the move. So keep an eye on Nike and FTX as well. Looks interesting, but Nike is much better than FTX. MU is all over the place. TTC. Daily looks beautiful on TTC, by the way. Oh, we've got a nice little 11230 11230 breaks. This is actually not too bad. This is actually not too bad. Okay, where's my swing ideas? Alright, let's put TTC on that. And we could put okay on that one. Let's look at this. EPAC. What's the volume on this? Very, very less. But daily, however, is good. Okay, that's it. Let's go SPY. SPY is still hanging around at the highs of the pre-market, so it's a good sign. Still wants to hold its strength. We'll see how long it's gonna hold. especially with the pressure that has been in for the last 2 weeks. In fact, for the whole year, in fact, we had quite a bit of pressure on SPY. If you look at the overall picture, since we've got our 1st of January, 1st of January, 3rd of January, is it? 1st of January, what am I saying? Yeah, 3rd, 4th of January. And then since then, it's never like never attempted to take out the highs. A lot of tries on it, yes, but every time it actually dropped even more. This is where all the war and stuff like that started to pop up. And then with the inflation and everything, CPIs and all that, economic release is not helping. So, yeah. It's been funny this year. Okay, so NKE, Nike, I'm gonna be keeping an eye on this one. Nike. I don't like the daily on it. I'm not too crazy about the daily, but it's just, yeah. I mean, I wonder what's the volume that it did around here. Let's have a look at the volume. Actually, let's have a look at this volume. All right, what's the average? 60. It's not a lot though. I mean, who bought it here? Who bought it? Obviously, these are the ones that are actually in power. How much of a volume did they do? Let's have a look at this. 4 hours, not gonna work 1 hour. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, so we've got this. That's done 4 million volume plus 2, that's 6. And a plus some. So basically 7 million volume post pre-market. So interesting. So whoever has really accumulated here, I hope they're, and I'm pretty sure they are big guns, big hands, because this is $100 stock. They are quite, the market cap is quite high on it, and it's not a joke stock. So right, this is pretty much a investor's stock. So interesting. Yeah, this could be interesting, guys, for the day. But with these ones, the only issue is if you're going to be trading it, you either give huge room, which is basically low of the day. If this was created, let's say for argument's sake, VWAP is here, we're trading over the VWAP, and this is the low of day, you've got to stick to the low of day on these ones. And you trade it, if you're going to trade it like that, you need to make sure you take positions according to the low of day risk, which is your 1 hour. Now, if you don't want to do that, like me, you can take few shots at it, small losers. Pretty much they all work out the same anyways. For me, my character doesn't allow me to actually hold until it takes me out all the way here. And I've tried so many times to keep it, but I just couldn't. It's just that scalper in me or day trader in me just doesn't let me do it. So, and yeah, interesting. Yes, sir. Let's go, baby. My music stopped. SPY is about to break the highs, which is looking good. We've got on SPY, I think was it 384 or 385? 384, I believe, is a level that we need to keep an eye on. Yeah, so 384, small level. It's not a big one, but most we've got 385s. That's a bigger level, daily level there. That's the level. I think 384 is not going to hold it that much. 384 is not going to hold it the way it's bouncing. So we might be actually going into that big bounce day today, hopefully. Now, the fact that it didn't actually even pull back to this level is like showing quite a bit of strength. Look at the volume for a pre-market. So, you know, this level is just not touched at all. We might still, before the open, anything can happen. So we might still get into that level, but I think 384 breaks, then 385 is the one that's probably going to hold it. NKE guys, NKE. This is starting to, the volume is slow, like the volume is okay, but that's what they, yeah, that's what they want. Yeah, 115.50 break was a much better area. I was mentioning 150 is too early. 115.50, much better area. It's close to 116 now. So this has huge potential for the next coming days or weeks, maybe. We'll see. There it goes. There it goes. Yeah. COSM SMMT, we're still waiting for it to do something, kinda. Oh, SMMT was the one I was mentioning, like we had this flag pattern and breaks and then went for a really nice move over the break of 377s all the way to 550s. So the day that it broke was this day. So this is our trend line, as you can see, breaks it, plays around in between that for sure. But next time it does sort of drifts or curls back up over VWAP, that's when it starts to really go for it, especially with this volume here. And then it just goes all the way to 5 something, right? 550. So although not a very clean chart, but still nevertheless it's quite a strong move. Would have been very frustrating trade to do, because The problem would have been when this one is just, yeah, I would have taken that and then probably ended up closing everything here. And that's when it will start to, and then that would have bugged me. Anyways, just SMMT is just now already dead, so just gonna remove that. Unless I see something. No, I don't see anything. Alright, I'm gonna remove that. COSM. SM is still trying to sort of fill the gap, which is towards that 876, 77s. And it's trying to sort of go for it. I want to see what it does around the gap fill area, and it's also quite a good level as well at that area. Are we going to see some sort of a rejection from there? We could. Definitely we could see something there. This whole thing here is a good level. Good zone there. There's your hint there. ADCT is drifting down. The other gappers didn't do as much, but the one that I was mentioning, the main one, which is Nike, is actually acting really nicely. So might as well watch that, right? ADCT and LASE is pretty much done. LASE is somehow holding. LASE is really, is it holding? Not really. At this point I was like kind of hoping like this really calls back up and you know it takes that too, but it just doesn't want to do that. So it's done. This gapper is done and dusted. Is this yeah, that's the reverse split geyser. FSTX, why is it gapping up? Not much on that. What's the volume on it? BYSI. Whew, beautiful opportunity on this one. I was kind of looking into shorting this a few days ago, but I think I didn't because the borrow costs were high on this one or something like that. But beautiful. This is one of those. It's pretty much looking like the CEI. These kind of stocks that goes from 0.4. Doesn't matter what the catalyst is. From 0.6, sub dollar stocks basically, penny stocks, goes up to 3. You know that's massive. We're talking like what, almost close to 1,000%. Yeah, so those tend to go fast and drop fast as well. So just remember, this is your clear example of that. Kako. Again, IPO already beaten down. Cool. Just keep an eye on the rest. COSM. COSM is just on that VWAP. Then let's keep an eye on also Nike. Nike is the one to watch. We might get more opportunities on this one. It just wants to keep going, isn't it, Nike? When we were discussing this, it was around here somewhere. 115 and then 11450, 630, and off it goes. So we're talking right there. No, actually we are talking about somewhere there. So imagine a gap right there. Quite a bit of yes sir. So between 11650 to 117 there's some resistance there from the daily. So it is actually the bad thing about this is it's actually gapping up to daily resistance area. As you can see, this right there, you know, this was plotted from looking at the daily, not from here. I didn't look at it anyways. But what I'm trying to say is, as you can see, it actually rejected from there, as you can see, right? So that is, and if it does come back to up to it, is it strong enough to take that out? We'll have to find out later on. But because it's an earnings catalyst, it could easily do that. It could easily do that. And once that gets broken, what is that? What the hell was that? Anyways, once it get broken, 11850 is also this area here. This pop actually went to that 11850 almost and actually rejected. Interesting. Very interesting. So Oasis, James, are you trading today? It seems like I probably won't be trading today. Are you going to be trading today? I wasn't okay. No, I was gonna say, you know, apart from Nike, I don't see anything else, so it's gonna be quiet for me. So we can do the webinar anytime you like. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering on that NKE, and that's what's keeping me like. Usually I'll be like all over these things, but something is really, you know. Let's do it, because if we keep on looking at it, we are gonna trade it. So we might as well be more productive about it. if I don't see anything that I'm gonna take anything right off the gate, right at the open. So we'll watch as we're talking about things. We'll watch, keep an eye on Nike, and if something pops, something gets created, as in some sort of a setup or strategy, we'll talk about it on the webinar or the meeting. We can do that. There's nothing else I see, to be honest. And also, this SPY is getting right into that. As I mentioned, it might later on come back and hit this zone here, which is doing right now. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna end the stream early, guys. The reason why I'm ending it early is because this week I'm thinking of trading very, very little, if anything. I'm just coming to say hi, that's all. And this is probably going to be my last day, or tomorrow definitely will be my last day for the year. That's pretty much it. But I've promised myself that this week I'm going to be trading very, very little, which I've stuck to, thank goodness. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. And it's going to be a quick stream again tomorrow, just to wish you all happy holidays. And if you're not there tomorrow, if you're watching this, happy holidays, enjoy your Christmas, and enjoy the time with the family, guys. And best of luck. And if I see you next new year, then that's great. It'll be fresh start of the year. Lots of New Year's resolution. That's gonna last for about a week or two, but hey, who doesn't do that? That's why I went to my New Year's resolution in December. Clever, huh? Anyways, I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Take it easy, stay safe. Cheers. James, when you're ready, I'll invite you on the Discord, yeah? Here we go.